What up YouTube, I'm Anime Specialist. So One Piece is back after a 1 week break. I'm guessing that they did that because it was the holidays, so it's finally back. In the last episode we saw how Kaido destroyed Luffy pretty easily. The only reason why Luffy was able to fight Kaido head to head at the beginning was because Kaido was drunk. That's what I saw, because obviously we saw him drinking a lot before the fight, and while the fight was happening he wasn't it didn't seem like Kaido was going full power, but then he was able to defeat Luffy pretty easily. So it was kind of funny when at the beginning of this week's episode, when Kaido said that Luffy was hella weak. That was kind of funny to me, because it's the first time that I've seen someone like that of his stature saying that to Luffy. That was kind of crazy. But yeah, man, he doesn't care about the worst generation or Luffy, so that I thought was a great moment of the episode. We saw Luffy, even though he was knocked out, he was able to use the Conqueror's Haki for a reason. I don't know how the hell he did that, because like I said, he was unconscious, he was knocked out by Kaido, but he was able to use his Conqueror's Haki while unconscious, so that's pretty impressive. Even Kaido, when he saw Luffy, he was kind of mad that there was another man or someone that could use the Conqueror's Haki. He thinks that there should be a limited amount of person that can use it, and I agree with him, but that's how it is, and he was kind of mad about it. Anyway, we all know that Luffy isn't close to be on the level of a Yonko. He was just destroyed by Kaido, and then we saw him go one-on-one against Big Mom, and he didn't do anything, so he isn't close to being on the level of a Yonko right now. But later in the episode we saw the Straw Hats, we saw all of them, they were still alive because of a sinking power that the Kunoichi, I don't remember her name exactly, she used a jutsu that was able to make a sinkhole or something like that. That's how they were able to evade and survive Kaido's breath of fire attack. That was pretty cool. It's kind of an ass pull, I guess, but they were able to survive. I didn't think that they were dead, obviously, because it's some of Luffy's comrade and lost comrade, so I didn't think that they would die. It was going to be way too easy, and I think that if there's some of Luffy's comrade who is going to die, it's going to be at the end of the series, so obviously I knew that they were alive. Then a little bit later in the episode we saw Otama. She's still alive, but she's really hurt. I think that Kaido did that to her, and she was found by some of the Mix, one of the Mix leader. I think his name is Darkstorm. He was the one that found Otama, and then now they're going to take care of her. So that was pretty cool. Obviously the Mix are one of the allies of the Kozuki clan, and they're gonna help them defeat the Emperor right now and Kaido, so that's gonna be pretty cool. I can't wait to see more of the Mix in this arc. I'm kind of going through the episode pretty fast because there wasn't that much to talk about, but the things that there was to talk about was pretty cool, Then a little bit later too, we saw some of the Straw Hats like Robin, Frankie, and Usopp, and they all saw a wanted poster of Luffy, and they did that same facial expression, because it seems like in that photo they found out that Luffy fought Kaido and that he was captured, so I guess that's the reason why they were doing this facial expression. And I never thought that One Piece could make Robin look ugly, man. That was kind of crazy to me. That's kind of funny to me, because Robin is my favorite female character in One Piece, and I never thought that they would be able to make her look ugly, so that was kind of funny. In last week's episode preview, we saw that shot right there of a guy with his eyes, looming in the shadows of a cell, and we still don't know who that guy is, and I'm wondering how important he's gonna be in this story. At first I thought he was Captain Kidd, but it wasn't him, it was somebody else. So I'm wondering what his role in the story is going to be, because we saw that he kind of helped Luffy while he was getting in prison, but it's gonna be interesting to see who this guy really is. Anyhow, Luffy was captured by the Beast Pirate because he was just defeated by Kaido, and he was going to Udon in the land of Wano. That's where prisoners worked for Kaido in factories, so that I thought was kind of interesting, that they have a place for prisoners to kind of help Kaido with I guess it's devil fruit or something like that in a factory. I don't really know what they're doing in it. I think they've said what they were doing in it in the episode, but I forgot, so let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I've never seen Luffy so humiliated in the episode. That's kind of crazy. One, he had shackles on his wrist, so that was kind of crazy. Then, he was all bandaged up because he was just beat the hell up by Kaido, and he was a prisoner. I think that's one of the first time that we've seen Luffy so humiliated, and that was, I think, in the title of the episode. I don't know if they were talking specifically about Luffy or maybe also about Captain Kid, but that was something special. That's one of the first time that we've seen Luffy like that, and the look in his eyes, the fierce look in his eyes was kind of crazy. He still thinks that the Straw Hats are dead, so I understand, but that's a crazy shot of him and his eyes. That's one of the fiercest look that I've seen Luffy have. That's pretty cool. Obviously, in the prison, we saw Captain Kid. We already knew that he was one of Kaido's prisoners, because he had an alliance with two other guys of the worst generation, and I think he was the only one that chose to not join Kaido because they were defeated by him. So now he's rotting in prison with Luffy. Obviously, it's going to be interesting to see if Captain Kid and Luffy are going to create an alliance to defeat Kaido, because we all know that they're two of the three strongest of the worst generation. In my opinion, it's probably between Captain Kid, Luffy, and I think, in my opinion, Law, because his OP fruit is kind of overpowered, so I'm guessing that these are the three strongest of the worst generation. But I guess that they're going to create an alliance to defeat Kaido and the Beast Pirates, and I'm wondering where Kid's crew is. We only know that Kid is there, but where's Killer, I think his name is, and the other members of his crew. That's gonna be interesting. But anyway, man, at the end of the episode, we saw that shot right there, Land of Wano Act 1 end. So I'm guessing that there's multiple acts. I don't know how many, maybe 3 or 4. I don't know where they are in the manga right now, but that was kind of cool. Does that mean that there's going to be a new opening? I don't think so, because this opening hasn't been there for a long time, and it's a pretty good opening, So I'm guessing that they're going to keep this opening, but maybe changing the the images and the animation. Maybe they're going to change that, but maybe because there's a lot of spoilers and things that we haven't seen before in the anime, maybe they're going to keep it like that. Because from what I've heard from the manga readers, when they saw the opening, there's a lot of things that even them they didn't see in the manga. So we'll see, but this was a pretty good One Piece episode. I'm glad that it's back after the 1 week break. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is gonna happen next. I do One Piece reviews every Saturday night, so subscribe for that. But I also do other anime related things like Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays, Boku no Hero Academia Season 4 reviews on Saturday morning. Then I usually do Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underworld reviews at Saturday at noon. But because there was a break for Sword Art Online, there was no review this week. But there's a video of Sword Art Online coming this Monday about the new key visuals that I wanted to talk about for a while. But then, like I said, One Piece reviews on Saturday night, so subscribe for all of that. It's gonna be cool. If there's some animes that you want me to review, let me know in the comments down below. But follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram, and like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel a lot, man. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.